Join me as I dive into the life of Kublai Khan and challenge myself to uncover how one man conquered China and changed the course of history. Kublai Khan's journey from a Mongolian warrior to the ruler of the vast Yuan Dynasty is nothing short of remarkable. His story is filled with power struggles, military brilliance, and cultural transformation, making him one of the most fascinating figures in world history. Kublai Khan was born into a family of legendary warriors. As a grandson of Genghis Khan, he grew up in the shadow of his grandfather's incredible conquests. But Kublai's path to greatness was not straightforward. The Mongol Empire was in constant flux, with various tribes and family members vying for control. Kublai faced fierce opposition, not just from rival factions, but also from within his own family. His brothers and cousins often challenged his leadership, doubting whether he could maintain the empire's unity and its traditions of military supremacy. Despite these challenges, Kublai proved to be a master strategist and diplomat. He understood that leading the Mongol Empire required not only military prowess, but also political wisdom. Using a delicate balance of diplomacy and force, he managed to unite the fractured Mongol tribes under his rule. This unification was a pivotal moment, as it allowed Kublai to consolidate his power and set his sights on even greater ambitions. Kublai's main goal was the conquest of China, which had long eluded the Mongols. The southern Chinese dynasties, particularly the Song dynasty, were powerful and well-organized, making them formidable opponents. The Song dynasty had sophisticated defenses, a strong military, and a deeply rooted bureaucracy that resisted foreign domination. Kublai knew that defeating the Song would require more than brute force. It would take years of planning, tactical brilliance, and an understanding of Chinese society and culture. Kublai spent years waging war against the Song dynasty, using his military genius to outmaneuver and outsmart his enemies. His strategies included not just traditional Mongol cavalry tactics, but also the use of advanced siege weapons and even naval warfare. This adaptability and innovation were key to his eventual success. After years of relentless campaigns, Kublai finally brought the Song dynasty to its knees, unifying China under Mongol rule for the first time in centuries. This victory marked the beginning of the Yuan Dynasty, with Kublai Khan as its emperor. But Kublai's achievements went far beyond the battlefield. He was a visionary leader who recognized that conquering a country wasn't enough. You had to win the hearts and minds of the people. Kublai adopted many aspects of Chinese culture, integrating Mongol and Chinese traditions into his new empire. He introduced reforms to the Chinese administrative system, blending Mongolian methods with the sophisticated bureaucracy of the Chinese dynasties. This helped stabilize his rule and made it easier to govern such a vast and diverse territory. One of Kublai's most significant contributions was his promotion of trade and commerce. Under his leadership, China became a hub of international trade, particularly along the Silk Road. Kublai developed a vast network of roads, canals, and postal systems that connected different parts of the empire, facilitating the movement of goods, people, and ideas. This trade network not only enriched the Yuan dynasty, but also helped to spread Chinese culture and innovations across Asia and into Europe. Kublai Khan also valued cultural exchange and intellectual pursuits. He welcomed foreign scholars, traders, and artists to his court, including the famous Venetian traveler Marco Polo, whose accounts of Kublai's empire fascinated Europe. During his reign, the arts and sciences flourished. The capital city of Dadu, modern-day Beijing, became a center of learning and culture where Chinese, Mongol, and foreign traditions merged. This era saw great developments in literature, painting, and architecture, much of it sponsored by Kublai himself. Yet, Kublai Khan's legacy is not without controversy. While he brought about an era of prosperity and cultural flourishing, he also ruled with an iron fist. His military campaigns, especially in China, were often brutal. and the cost of his conquest was immense in terms of human suffering. Cities were destroyed, populations were displaced, and countless lives were lost in the wars of conquest. His rule may have brought unity to China, but it came at a heavy price. Despite the complexities of his legacy, Kublai Khan's influence on China and the world cannot be overstated. He transformed China into a global center of trade and culture, integrating Mongol and Chinese traditions in ways that still resonate today. The Yuan Dynasty, though short-lived, left a lasting impact on Chinese governance, economics, and society. Kublai Khan's vision of a multi-ethnic, culturally diverse empire laid the foundation for future dynasties and reshaped China's role on the world stage. Kublai Khan's life is a story of ambition, innovation, and transformation. He not only conquered vast territories, but also changed the way China interacted with the rest of the world. His ability to blend the military might of the Mongols with the cultural sophistication of the Chinese made him one of history's most unique and influential rulers. If you found Kublai Khan's story fascinating, let's have some fun. If you're a fan of the Mongol Empire, type A in the comments. If ancient Egypt is more your thing, type B. If the Aztecs capture your imagination, hit C. And if you're all about ancient Asia, go 4D. I'm excited to see which civilization you're most passionate about. And don't miss my next video where we'll dive deep into the mysterious world of Poseidon, the Greek god of the sea. We'll explore his mythology, his powers, and how he shaped ancient Greek culture. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the epic stories still to come.